Hey YouTube, what is up? My name is Punchie Crunchie, and today is an explanation video on my LEGO stop motion entry, The Good Samaritan. So thank you for joining me today. Right now what you're seeing is the thumbnail for my video, and pretty much my video is based on The Good Samaritan, which comes from the Bible in the book of Luke, chapter 10, verses 25 through 37, I believe, something around that. That's what it says on this picture I got. And I decided to add a little twist to it because I don't want to just portray it exactly. I gotta add a little creative twist to it, which is where LEGO Star Wars comes in and LEGO Lord of the Rings. So for a little backstory on The Good Samaritan, it's mainly about a guy who's traveling on a road and gets stopped by robbers and beat up and all this stuff. And the religious people of that day, like the priest and the Levite, don't even stop to help him. But the Good Samaritan, who is actually an enemy of the Jews, stops and helps him and takes care of him and all that stuff, showing the love of Jesus. So next I'm going to go through characters in my videos that I swapped out, and really quick I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go into what type of contest I entered and what it's all about. So first here we have Savage Press, which was actually portrayed as one of the robbers, and the other guy was just random. And then we have Asaz Ventress, which I'm pretty sure was the priest or Levite. Yeah, pretty evil. And this is General Grievous, who was portrayed as either the priest or Levite as well. They were each one. And Cassian Andor, which was actually the Good Samaritan. I thought he was a good fit for that. And from Lord of the Rings, we have Gandalf, who was the innkeeper. He's always good for this type of stuff. And in the background we have Cad Bane, which is a bounty hunter from Star Wars. And in the background of the medical room is Legolas, which having all these characters adds some real creative twists in it. So the main reason I chose The Good Samaritan was because it had to have the video of the contest I entered. It made sure I had to have a biblical view from it. So I looked through, and I really liked the story of The Good Samaritan, and I thought it would be really cool to portray it with the different realms like Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. So the contest I entered, it's not all about videography, but it's more of a talent thing. It's called Blast, and it is a blast. It stands for Building Leaders and Sharing Talents. One of those could be videography, they do sports, all that type of stuff. And you bring like a thumb drive with your video. It had to have certain specifics to it, like how long it can be and what can be in it and stuff like that. So funny story, I originally entered it in District Blast, which is a very local thing, and I got first place. Yes, I was very excited about that. Later, a couple weeks later, I uploaded that video. Another thing is, I was the only person participating in videography on our district, so I automatically won. It's kind of fun. But then I went on to go participate in Regional Blast, which I was really ecstatic about because I received a gold there. I got a 96.25 out of 100 on one of the judges' sheets, an 88.75 on another, and 87.5 on the last. So a funny thing about when I entered it, I had to put the file on a thumb drive, which is all good. I put it on the thumb drive before I left, I promise. And when I got there, apparently my youth pastor was getting calls about that my thumb drive wouldn't fit in the thumb drive hole and did not have the file on it. So I go to check it out, and I'm so glad I have YouTube as a backup. So it was not actually on the thumb drive somehow, which I have no idea how that happened. So I pull up YouTube real quick, and they can watch it right off of YouTube. I'm so glad I had that to use in that moment. So thank you all for joining me today to learn a little of the backstory of this video. And without further ado, I'd just like to go ahead and get into a reaction and react to my video and tell you all about it while I watch it. Okay, cue the sad music. Yep, in Lego Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. So this guy walks in, he's like, gets beat up by this guy and that guy. Sauvage Opress, that's where he is. Or, if you could just call him a Zabrak. So right now he's taking off his stuff, he's stealing it, and he stole what he wanted, which was the gold, which I said that in the video. And Sauvage Opress just likes to spit on him with a little Lego humor. Maybe not in real life, it may not be humorous, but very disgusting. And there's the scripture for that little section. And then next we see the Levite or priest. I'm still not sure. It's a Saj Ventress, that's what I knew. Okay, it is the priest. So, and when he saw the man, he passed by the other side, didn't give a care for him, even though they were of the same nation. And then the Levite came and passed by again. But the Good Samaritan, his enemy, actually stopped and felt sorry for the guy. So he decides to go and help him by this rock structure.
Wow, you're pretty light.
Yeah, it's pretty funny how I did this, actually. I did this, the Lego set, like the backgrounds and all that stuff was all made in one day. It was pretty interesting. This was right after the Scarif mock. As soon as I took that Scarif mock down, I built this. So he walks in, as you can see, you got Cad Bane on the left and Gandalf on the right, just standing there like a statue. And Cassian asks for help and stuff.
I got a sick guy out there.
Why yes, right
And
outside
Gandalf,
that door.
Yeah, that's my voice. I'm not too sure of my impression about it, but doing Lego stop motion means you might have to do some pretty weird voices. Yeah, so he brings him in on a repulsor lift bed. I thought that was a great idea, kind of instead of a donkey, or the speeder instead of a donkey. And he puts him on the medical table with Legolas in the background and starts up the medical droid, which actually bandages his wounds. In the real scriptures, it was the guy, but I thought it'd be a little creative to make it a little different. Bandages him and makes them all better. Yeah, pretty funny. I thought it was a good idea. And then he goes up, pays Gandalf his money, and Gandalf acts like an idiot, like a young hippie.
No problem, brother.
And if you notice, Gandalf actually does not have a beard in this. I could not find it. So I just, I had to go without it. And then the credits roll across the Old Man Studios logo. Yes, and as you can see, all of them are in there. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please sure to like it, subscribe for more, share it with your friends, and comment down below things and suggestions you would like to say to me. I will reply. And I'd also like to say thanks for watching a little background of this video and reaction. Thanks, bye.